Okay, so here that was a bit spooky. Here I am with Alfie, who's had a due to he's got his mates up there. So Alfie, a client's horse with me. That's been here for 5 weeks. He has had a week off to injury. He just got a bit of a hematoma on his back after a week off, so he's a little bit fresh, as we just noticed. So what I'm going to do today is just basically what I always do until they're really consolidated in their groundwork and good education in them. I always do a little bit of groundwork first, a little bit of lunging. So Alfie, so we're just going to check his basic responses. So I'm just going to ask him to, so he's a little bit fresh, back, good boy, and we go back more, so good boy. So I want him to go back on a light aid. He's a bit distracted, even though he's walking around, I'm going to get cranky, just and calm, quiet, woody whoop. So I want him to stand still, good boy. I'm going to ask him to go back again, so I give him a little, I've actually taught him to go back with a little tap on the chest, good boy. And when he's done what he's won, so good boy, okay, and ask him to come forward, good boy, and woo, good boy. And I ask him to come forward with a tap on his side. Oh, you got a fly or something, so give him a little tap on his side, good boy, and ask him to stop. Just got a little something, good boy. You okay, baby? A fly, tap, good boy, and whoop, good boy. And give him a little scratch with as a fly annoying him. That's okay, mate. And a little tap on his side to go forward, good boy, and good boy. One more back and back, good boy, good boy. Okay, so now I'm going to ask him to move his hindquarters over. Taught him to move his hindquarters over. Give him a little tap. Well, he's gone forward. I don't want that. Good boy. And woo. Oops, so we're getting a little bit over exaggerated with the hindquarters. That's okay. Good boy. That's okay. I'm not worrying about that. He's had a week off. He's a little bit distracted. And just ask him. It's okay. And another little tap. Well, it was a little bit of a half-hearted don't. I know you trying to eat my good boy. Ooh. So the reason I got through all of my training methods and other videos, this is my video for YouTube. Starting to video training that I have. I will go from start to finish, how I start, why I do things, but teaching the horse basic responses. So I want the horse to go forward on a light pressure, go backwards on a light pressure, sideways on a light pressure, moving their hindquarters over, and also shoulders. So now we're going to do his shoulders. I'm actually going to do his hind leg a lot more just because he's given me the opportunity, resting that leg. So I give him a light tap, good boy, and woo. So if he keeps going, that's okay. I'll just ask him to woo. He's a bit wanting to smell me. Now that's a bit of an awkward stance, so we're just going to stand, good boy. Okay, now I'm going to ask him to move his shoulders over. So no, Mr. Distracted. Woody, good boy. So I'm actually going to turn him around so you can see what I'm doing. So we're just going to turn around, Alf. Okay, so this is just a refresher. We'll straighten up a little. Good boy. So on the shoulder, good boy. So he's actually remembered that really well. All I want them to do is first of all move off by, well, you ask them to move off by any pressure. Okay, and it again, good. So you want them to be moving, not so much ask them to move off by any pressure, but you want them to learn to move off by light pressure on the ground and when in your saddle, whether you're asking them to go with your leg, stop with your rein, or yield. So we're just going to do the shoulder one time. So I use a little Good boy. Good boy. So he's, well, that's okay. Moved his shoulder over nicely there. Good boy. Woody. He's a little, oh, okay, that's good. I didn't ask you to move to the side. Okay, one more back. Good boy. Good boy. Bring this forward, back, asking him to basic responses. I'm getting his attention, so he's already starting to it now. He has his mates in the paddock just over there, so he's a little bit distracted. Going to ask him back one more time. No, oh, he thought I wanted to go forward. Good boy. And again. That's a good boy. So that was a little bit of a half-hearted response. So I just give a little bit of a firmer tap if he doesn't respond with a light. And as soon as they respond, you take the pressure away. Good boy. I'm going to go forward. Little tap on his side. Good boy. And whoop. So when I ask him to stop, it's just with lunge rope here on his head collar. So we're now going to go to the other side. We'll turn around. So I'll just turn you around, Alf. And whoop, good, and whoop, good boy. I've already gone through all of this. Whoa, sweetie. Whoa. So I want him to stand still and just know that, well, we're going a little bit all over the place. So we'll just come back up here and we'll straighten. We'll come a little bit closer to the camera. And whoop, so a bit of light pressure with my lunge rein on the head collar. Okay, so just want him to relax. He's smelling me for some reason. I smell nice. I smell like horse feet. So when I first start teaching them their groundwork, I always go over making sure they're okay with the whip all over their body. I don't want them to be hyper reactive to it. It's an extension of my hand. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing now on the right side. So a little tap on his side. He goes forward and whoop, whoop. So that was a little bit heavy and he stopped. That's okay. I'm just refreshing him. I know you're a little bit distracted. So whoop, whoop, whoop. So let's straighten up for the camera. We'll come over here again. Come on. So he's a little bit distracted, a little bit all over the place. That's okay. He's had a week off, so it's a refreshment for him. Woody. So just wait till he stands. A little bit of pressure on my head collar. Ask him to stand. Good boy. I'm going to ask him to go back. Good boy. And woo. I really like using my voice as well on top of the cues. So your primary cue is your little whip, and your secondary cue is your voice. And he's licking his lips. He's a little bit, he's thinking, he's starting to get back into a little bit of concentration mode. So I'm going to ask him again, tap, 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 good boy. As soon as he goes back, I release the pressure. So it doesn't matter, he's only giving me one step, he's standing a bit wonky, but that's okay. That will get better as we progress. Ask him to go forward, good boy. He sort of anticipates that a little bit, and I'm going to straighten up because we're a bit wonky. And whoop, good boy, and back. Good boy, woody woo. So he's wanting to go sideways and everything, that's okay. No, stand. Good boy. Okay, now I'm going to ask him to move his hindquarters across. Stand, just keep, I'll go. So I'm just turning him around for the camera for you guys. And whoop. Good boy. Now just you stand there, you little rascal. Tap, 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 tap. Good boy. And woo. No, you can't rub. Good boy. Never aggressive with horses. Very calm. Good boy. Probably can't see that, but he worked off that. He's wanting to rub on me and all of that. Just good boy. Okay, and we're going to ask for one more hindquarter across. Good boy. And again, and we'll see if I can just ask him. Good boy. And woo. Good boy. As soon as he does the right thing, I'll have a little break. Give him a pat. Yeah. Okay. Good boy. And now we're going to ask him to, oh, he's anticipated, he knew what I was thinking. Well, I don't know if he did, but I'm going to ask him to move his shoulders, his front legs across. So tap, tap, tap. Good boy. That was lovely. Whoop, we're keeping going. Whoop, bit of pressure on his head collar. Don't rub on me. Good boy. We're going to do one more, a bit standing a bit skew-iffy. Yeah, woody whoop. So I don't want him to anticipate it, so I actually always give them a rub all over with the stick. No. So he's sort of anticipating there, and I haven't asked him. So it's only the tap on his shoulder, which means that he moves across. Tap, 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 tap. Good boy, and woo. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Good boy. Okay. So I've covered the first basic responses that I teach a horse. I teach them to go forward from a light aid, first off the lead rope and head collar, which I haven't done today, but I'll go through that in another video. And then so that's forward response, teaching them to go forward from an aid. I ask them to go back from an aid, so that's tapping him on the chest, asking him to go back. Before I use the whip, I ask them to go back from a head. Good boy. So pressure on your lead rope, and again, light response, a little bit heavier because he got good boy. As soon as he does what I say, I release the pressure. So you might have to start off with a firm response until they start to respond with a light response. So when you first ask them to go back, forward, sideways, give them the option to respond with a light response. So start off with light. He hasn't done it. They're a little bit firmer, and he did it. So always give them the option to respond with a light response. If they aren't responding, just make your aid a little bit firmer, and as soon as they respond, it's important to immediately take the pressure off. That's the way horses learn. Hey, off. Okay, so now we're just going to come forward. That was a bit heavy, so I'm going back to the real basics, work that I do with weanlings. So light, forward. So basically what they're doing, good boy, learning to give to pressure. Good boy. So just my little bait going over the basic responses. I've asked for forward. Oh, we've got that. I've asked for backwards. I've asked for his hindquarters to move across, and I've asked for his shoulders to move across. So they're your real basic responses that you want to establish with your horse first before you move on to anything else.